reason we leave behind another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I couldn't face what I couldn't find.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Horse Project Patreon. For those of you just joining us, welcome, and this is a series that is a part of the Blind Horse Project Patreon that is fully free to the public and is meant to raise awareness that blind horses can indeed live healthy, happy, working lives with the people that love them. And not only can they, but many do. The Blind Horse Owner Series is a podcast series meant to bring blind horse owners out of the shadows and let their stories and their voices be heard. Because so much of the general equestrian public do not know that there are many blind horse owners that successfully ride, compete, and thrive with their horses. The vast majority of these horses are put down before they get a chance to adjust and be rehabilitated. Many rescues I have talked to have admitted that when a blind horse comes in, they just euthanize them without question. Because of this, there is a large need for my fellow blind horse owners and I to come out of the woodwork and make some noise. This week's episode brings us to Bryan, Texas, to talk with Natalie about her Azteca mare, Lilly. Their journey will both inspire and amaze you. Enjoy!
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Joseph, and I live in Bryan, Texas, with my Azteca mare, Lilly. I bought her 2 years ago, fully aware that she already had one blind eye. I didn't see it as a problem at all, since she still rode and trained, just like a normal horse. I just wanted a horse that I could learn a few new riding skills on, just trail ride, and just be a pleasure to hang around. So she was all of these things and more. I gained a lot of confidence when riding her, and she learned to trust me whether I was on her back or working with her on the ground. Now, last year in the summer of 2023, she developed equine recurrent uveitis in her good eye, which has unfortunately taken some sight away from it. But with the help of our veterinarian and holistic equine nutritionist, her condition is currently under control and manageable. But it has left her with 75% blind overall. So to break it down, her right eye was already completely blind from an old injury. Now her left eye has only about 25% vision left in it, so mainly peripheral is what she can see. Now, even though she's experienced more vision loss, she still enjoys life. She still does things a normal horse would do. She still has fun in her pasture and in her pen. I still ride her as I normally did before, but I've incorporated more verbal and touch cues to compensate for the lost vision. I also made some adjustments to her living quarters. She now has a corral with metal panels with her run-in shed. The larger part of her paddock is electric fencing. Now, some horses do fine with it, but she did continue to stick her nose and head through it. So I needed to contain her in an area that was safe and more comfortable without the fear of her running into the hot wire. So she's learned to navigate in her corral just by using her ears to listen. She smells with her nose and she feels with her whiskers. She adjusted to it just fine. Now, while riding, she's learned to be more in tune with my voice and touch cues. I've learned to be more aware of my surroundings and the ground terrain when we're traveling over it. Now also this last year, I switched from using a saddle and a bridle with a bit to riding strictly with a bareback pad and rope halter. It has been a very positive change for both of us in many ways. Now, it has been challenging. Now, it's allowed her to feel more comfortable, to relax into her gaits and not hold so much tension in her back and neck. Now for me, I've learned to develop a more independent seat and to balance on her back without depending so much on the stirrups. Now the rope halter has also taught me to use my legs for steering her rather than just my hands. Now, we both continue to learn something new really just about every day. And I thoroughly enjoy our bi-weekly training and riding sessions. We usually ride by ourselves, and sometimes we have a trainer that helps us, gives us new challenges. Now, I want to also tell everybody here that's listening, the loss of sight with your horse does not have to be the end of the road. I encourage anyone that has a sight-impaired horse just to take it as a brand new challenge and learning experience, and don't give up and just have fun learning together. This is my story. Thanks for listening.
What an amazing story. Thank you, Natalie, for sharing with us about your wonderful mare and encouraging our listeners to not give up on their horses. That is absolutely the type of energy we need to help our horses. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Please tune in next week for another inspiring blind horse owner story, and for those of you looking for more information, please check out the Blind Horse Project Patreon. The Blind Horse Project Patreon was created to help horse owners who find themselves with a blind horse the support and the education they need to bring their equine partner back to work, as well as to provide direct support from a professional that specialized in rehabilitating blind horses for the last half-decade. The goal with this Patreon is to provide accessibility for everyone who needs it. Also, if you are interested in sharing your blind horse story, please email me at theblindhorseproject@aol.com or find me on Facebook. Have a great evening, morning, or rest of your day, everyone.